or FX3 Killer. 6K Red RAW.
I cannot wait for Sony's comeback on this.
That's a pretty good deal for the same price as Sony FX3. But there's a catch.
So the skinniness of it and the smallness of it will be pointless because that frustrates me, honestly. Like, why is there no? That makes no sense. No one will like that.
Okay, this is TakeOne. So we wanted to make this video very quick because today Nikon dropped a bomb and Canon dropped a bomb yesterday with 4 years of delay from Sony. We just checked that the FX3 was released in 2021.
That's insane.
In 2021.
I can't be that old. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Canon released C50 after 4 years yesterday, which is the same price as FX3 and the same specs almost. Something is a bit better, but something is not very good for this price. And Nikon just today released a competitor or FX3 Killer, as Mari Hapoya says. But let's talk about it.
Debatable.
The price is $2,200.
Yeah, $2,200.
And it's like almost 2 times cheaper than both of these cameras.
I would say with good reason. After looking into it a little bit, like, there's a reason why it's cheaper. It's missing a lot of things.
Yeah, it's missing a lot of things to be like.
But red raw, I mean,
6K Red RAW. You have three options. You have in 6K you have Red RAW, Nikon RAW, and ProRes HQ. And all 3 cameras record 4K 120 frames per second. And
cropped.
Yeah, it's cropped. But let's talk sensor. All of these cameras have full frame sensor, but Sony FX3 has 12 megapixel. EOS C50 has 32, and Nikon ZR has 24. And yeah, it's the same sensor as on Nikon Z6 Mark III. Video capabilities, it's Sony is 4K up to 120 frames per second. On 1080, it's 240 FPS, and it records 16-bit RAW via HDMI. I think it's externally to the Atomos Ninja 5, I think. And recently they just announced B-RAW to Blackmagic Video Assist. That's a pretty good update for 4 years. And I think they knew that Nikon and Canon will came up with something.
Yeah.
So they we have FX2, but we need to update FX3 as well.
Yeah. I cannot wait for Sony's comeback on this.
It will be a very interesting comeback, I think. Okay, let's finish about the specs and then the predictions of next camera from Sony. Still photography. Sony does basic, but nothing extraordinary. Canon C50, 32 megapixel stills at up to 40 frames per second with a full autofocus.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
it's
crazy.
Like R5 or R5 II, but with the cinema features. It's like photography camera, one of the best photography cameras, at the same time a cinema camera, That's a pretty good deal for the same price as Sony FX3. And it records 7K. C50. Internal Cinema RAW, 7K 60 FPS. 4K 120. Dual base ISO 800 and 6400. The same as Nikon.
Same as the Nikon. I wonder why they made that choice. Both of them.
Yeah, because Sony has 1200. Wait.
12,800.
Yeah, the Sony have 12,800, which is 2 times more than them.
Honestly, they should have 3 because both of them really useful. The 6,400 and 12,800. It's not a coin toss, but it depends on who you are. So like if you do a lot of nighttime shoots, then the 12,800 obviously. How often do you actually need it? The 12,800, because the 12,800 is kind of like nighttime.
It's a nighttime.
It's like no light, like moonlight.
If the evening with the lights outside in the city, then 6,400 is enough.
It seems like it, yeah.
It seems like it's enough, yeah. So yeah,
because I've heard a lot of people have to use NDs with the FX3 with 12,800.
I have FX30 and it has 800 and 2400. And 2400 for me it's not enough.
Makes sense.
Even in the evenings, but maybe if there's a sunset, you want to like light it up a bit in the dark situations. If there is enough, not a lot, but some light, it's enough. Like a couple times, but I still think it needs a bit more. So like
you should probably invest into some
better lenses, or 6400 will be enough. Like in most common situations, I guess. But there is a catch in stabilization. Sony FX3 has 5-axis in-body image stabilization, and C50 doesn't have anything.
Surprising choice, to be honest.
Yeah, I noticed this in Peter McKinnon video. Like the footage was shaky.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, and it's a chunky camera. It's not small.
Yeah, it's like Sony FX3.
Does the Nikon have?
Yeah, Nikon has 7.5 stops of in-body image stabilization.
Wow. Honestly impressive that they put it in there when it's so skinny.
Yeah, the camera is very small.
Yeah, and I was surprised at the battery life. I was surprised that it was so good.
Yeah, the man says it's like at least 1 hour.
He said the official like numbers are an hour and a half at the max resolution and within RAW. So
I was expecting the Blackmagic stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Especially with the weird choice of no handle.
Yeah, there's no handle.
Why? Why not?
And I think a lot of people will be at least complaining about for the cage you have only 1 thread on the bottom.
Yeah.
Put at least 2. I know a lot of people complaining about Blackmagic 4K, and they put it like in Blackmagic 6K or some new release. They put 2 threads on the bottom and 1 on the top. So 4K just is like very stable. So at least they should have put 2 ports, 2 threads on the bottom, or 1 on the bottom and 1 on the top.
At least something.
But on FX3, how many? It's like 6 or 7 threads on all the sides. It's very like you actually don't need a cage. What I hated on Blackmagic 4K, that's like you don't even have a like, how's it called, on the top, like you have on the cameras.
The bump?
No, for the mic.
The hot shoe.
Yeah, on Blackmagic you don't even have a hot shoe on the top, so at least like thread on the top. But with the Sony, it's very smart move. you not always need a cage, like you. And on a ZR, everyone will put a cage at least, like on Sony
C50.
on your
Oh, the A7C.
yeah, like on A7C, it's you have the handle is very small.
Yeah.
So about the cage.
Yeah, I just bought the cage. The cage that has the grip extension, so that it's better to grip. I don't understand. Like Maddie said that he would with this camera you would want to not like have to rig it up as much, and I get the logic with that. So you have the huge 4-inch monitor, which is cool.
Yeah,
I have to admit that's cool. But you have the 4-inch monitor, so you don't like necessarily need to always mount an external monitor. But because of the lack of grip, the lack of any ways of attaching anything, you kind of have to have a cage at this point.
Yeah.
So the skinniness of it and the smallness of it will be pointless because that frustrates me, honestly. Like, why is there no handle? That makes no sense. No one will like that.
You can't hold it safely.
You can't hold it safely. If you wanted it to make it cageless, which like not cageless, but like not for
compact,
for rigging up and compact, the best way to do it is to have everything built in, like a handle. That seems like a basic thing. That is a basic thing.
Yeah. So yeah.
But let's talk about the quality for a second, because wow,
the Nikon, right? The image quality is like 2 times better than. It looks like it 2 times, like not 2 times, but at least 1.5 better than Sony. And I think they need to compare the Canon C50 with the Nikon, but I think they're like pretty the same.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think the red have better colors.
I think so. I love the red colors.
I didn't like the Nikon colors in 6K or 5.4.
You mean the NRAW?
And
yeah. I didn't like that either.
Oh, it looks worse.
The red raw though is insane.
They put a red raw inside this small camera. This is insane. Yeah.
And it doesn't really okay. I did watch Potato Jet's video, and it did overheat at 40 degrees Celsius in his incubator thing. It did overheat at I think it was like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Wow.
But it's shooting 6K raw, 6K red raw, in 40-degree weather, and that won't be a problem here.
Yeah,
it's about maybe 30 degrees for maybe 2 weeks of the year here, so I think we'll be good here, honestly.
But it doesn't have fan.
No fan,
no fan. But C50 has a fan as Sony FX3.
Maddie didn't have any problems because he's in Canada.
Yeah, he had rainy season, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's time to talk about who is this camera for.
Yeah.
And especially Nikon camera. I think FX3 is good and the best all-around camera for everything, for everyone.
100%, yeah.
I think most of the people need 4K max, and it shoots 4K 120, so it's enough. You have 4K, which is very good quality, and you have couple also options to shoot in 4K. You have like high quality, mid-range. So yeah, C50 is like almost like the same almost, but if it doesn't have image stabilization, you need to turn on the digital image stabilization, and it will crop in.
Yeah.
Oh, it also shoots open gate. But
that's pretty cool. I gotta admit.
But yeah, I don't know. It's nice, and at the same time, 7K open gate. How many will you use it in 7K? How much? I guess if you have a lot of space on your hard drives, and you have money for SD cards or what do you have, CF Express cards.
You can say the same about the Nikon Red Nikon one though. Those file sizes are insane.
Yeah, but they put, what did he put? Type B and micro SD or what?
Can you double check that, because I cannot believe that's true. That's insane. Why would you put in a micro SD card in there? That's so stupid.
Nikon ZR card slots. And we need to check because Maddie said it's like mini.
Micro.
Micro. He said,
Is there mini SD? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Maybe he misspelled.
Mm-hmm.
It has CF Express Type B slot, and it has a micro SD slot for a 6K red raw.
Who is going to record onto micro SD?
Bro, I don't know what was the choice. I think, yeah, most of the people will use it on CF Express Type B, but not everyone has it always. Most of the people have SD cards, the basic ones. They have a ton, like.
Sure. But if you're shooting red raw, if you buy the camera for the red raw,
Yeah,
that's the only reason you buy it. And if you're going to buy it for that, you choose that over the FX3, for instance, you have a lot of money just to buy a Type B card. But you have the money for, like, if you're saving on, if you're choosing between the FX3 and the Nikon.
can you record into external SSD or into a Atomos Ninja 5, for example?
You probably can, but through the micro HDMI.
It also has the micro HDMI. You can't. I think you can't record to a SSD like you can on Blackmagic's, for example.
And if you can record to an external, it's probably not full quality. I don't think
Can it to Atomos Ninja 5 with a small micro HDMI?
I doubt it.
Or, okay, let's put it that way. Which camera does it replace? Does it replace Sony FX3?
I honestly can't say that it does. It's not all-round enough. The FX3 is, to me, the perfect all-rounder. It has all the necessary ports you need. It has the amazing autofocus. Maddie was really impressed with the autofocus on the Nikon. I was not. It focuses on the nose. Like when he would come up close, it would focus on the nose.
Yeah,
like,
we saw that.
Like it does not focus on the eye. It's still searches.
It's still, yeah, a bit.
It's not. Maybe that's a software thing. So maybe it be fixed with a software update. But it's not at the level of Sony. It's just not. Or Canon. It's not there. And there's too many limitations.
Yeah.
For me to be comfortable. But man, do I want it.
If they would price it the same price as these two, it will have all these issues fixed, I think.
Yeah. For the price.
For the price, so double the price of you can buy two. Yeah. The price of these two.
So it depends on what you shoot. We shoot a little bit too much, like everything. If you shoot a specific thing where you have more control, like if you're a running gun shooter, then not for you, honestly.
Yeah.
It almost for you, but because of the autofocus and just the inconvenience of the handle and everything, it's just not for you. It's almost great because of the RAW and the 32-bit float. That's pretty sick.
32-bit float. We forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
32-bit float is insane to have.
Imagine not being unable to ruin the white balance or the sound of your image.
Bro.
That's crazy.
I think...
That's lazy. People get lazy.
Yeah. I think, honestly, who is this camera for is for real filmmakers.
Yeah.
I think it's a replacement for Blackmagic 6K.
And possibly the Komodo X as well.
Yeah.
Somewhere between there. Even though the Komodo is a bit expensive.
So I think it's a more cinema camera than a hybrid camera.
Yeah.
I think it's not for freelancers who have one camera.
Mm-mm.
It's not it's not a cam option at all. If you're a freelancer, you're doing different projects.
Yeah.
If you're like a director or you're shooting films, short films, like shoot, I don't know, they will probably rig it out. it's what it, I think, to be fully functional on a set. It's like Blackmagic 6K or 6K full frame, 6K Pro, but 6K Pro has internal ND. But yeah, I don't think it's like a competitor for the FX3 or C50. It's a different camera. It's 2 times the price, and it's in the price range of Blackmagic 6K and a 6K Pro.
Especially now with the
Blackmagic 6K full frame costs at the same price.
Yeah.
It's went up like a couple $100, but it's like the same price as well.
especially now with the Blackmagic Assist update for the Sony cameras. Like you have all the convenience and all of the perfect, I don't know, all-round camera of the FX3 plus Blackmagic RAW. That's kind of all you need.
You will beat almost all the specs from the Nikon and C50
as an all-round camera. And if that's the only camera and that you're more freelancer and you do have a lot of stuff, again, I agree with you. If it's like doing documentaries, doing narrative film stuff, or a B cam as a B cam to, especially to more expensive cameras as well. I think it'd be great if you're a DP or if you go on bigger productions with red cameras, and then you can offer this as an extra service. You can bring your gear, and that'd be a great B cam to a lot of productions. But it's just not all round enough for me to pick up as my A cam.
Yeah, I think if you have a cam, something like anything, this as a second cam, as a B cam is enough. It's pretty good actually. It's like better in some situations with the red RAW in 6K, but as a main A cam, it's not the A cam.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk predictions of FX3 Mark II. Note internal NDs, we know that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not possible.
If the Sony did that, then no one would buy the FX6.
Yeah, the FX6 is bigger, so you can put internal ND. I don't know if it's needed as much space as the size of FX6, but the sales of FX6 will drop dramatically. But everybody's buying FX6. How old is FX6? It came out earlier than FX3, I guess.
I think for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So I think Sony will not go to 6K or 7K route. They don't have like Burano or something. They also all shoot 4K max, right?
I don't remember.
Okay, max 6K, not 7K or 12K. I think Sony FX2 will not have 6K. I think it will still have 4K, but some other cool all-around specs for best all-around camera as well. I would love to see 12-bit in 4K, 120 frames per second, and then what do you want to see?
I want to see a triple base ISO.
Yeah.
I think they could leave it the 1280, but like add the 640.
640, yeah.
600, 6400. I think that would be epic. It'd be really, that way it's a base ISO for every situation you have.
Yeah, I think it will be like top. I am shooting with FX30 with 2 base ISOs only.
Yeah. And
put my ND on top. But yeah, with these 2, if it has 3.
32-bit float would be amazing.
32-bit float, yeah. It's a very nice addition by Nikon. It's nice that they put it in the first version.
Yeah.
I think they will improve the second version.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For a first camera like that, it's pretty sick. The Nikon.
The first version is always not ideal, I guess.
Yeah.
You need to see a response from the audience, I guess. So that's why it's the first version is priced like this.
I would assume that the second camera they throw out they might market it as like an FX6 competitor, a C80 competitor, but it'll if it's It'll compete with the FX3 because this one does not at the moment.
And autofocus. Comparing to Red Komodo,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
It has autofocus. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. It's decent. It's definitely decent. It's definitely usable.
It's very good.
It's just it's not good enough to be professional. Like if you're a professional on a shoot and you buy it for a professional shoot, you don't buy it for the autofocus.
Yeah.
Like with the FX3, you can trust the autofocus, but with the Nikon, you just can't. Not with what I've seen.
Yeah. Does FX3 has anamorphic desqueeze?
Built in? I don't know. I think so.
I don't know. Okay. What else on the second version of FX3?
I want a bigger screen.
I kind of want to see who first came up with the hybrid of Blackmagic screen, or the first version of, or someone kind of did, the first version of Sony screens and the tilted on the side.
Like the A7R4.
It has it.
Yeah.
I think this is the best option for the monitors.
Yeah, so it goes like this and then also out.
Yeah, this is the A7 IV?
A7R.
A7. Yeah, I saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
So I would love to see this on every camera, I guess.
From now on, basically.
Yeah. And yeah, a bigger screen will be nice. Because on Blackmagic cameras, 6K, when you tilt it like this, it's very big. So you don't need like a monitor. But because of the bad battery life, you kind of need to put a V-mount. So now your screen is useless.
There's honestly not that much that I would do to improve the FX3. Built-in RAW would be great, but honestly, with the Blackmagic Assist, it's not much I'd want more, really.
Yeah. And
Blackmagic RAW and 32-bit flow, and I'm happy. It's a bigger screen, but still, that's it. 3 things, and that's not even prediction. That's just my wish list.
Yeah, that's a wish list, I guess.
What will actually happen? I don't know. I hope they do something crazy.
Definitely keep 5-axis image stabilization or even higher.
Yeah.
Maybe 4K 240 FPS.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, what else? Maybe open gate at 4K, but it's only should open gate at 6K only. Everyone does, or
no, you can shoot it. I don't know. I should be able to shoot for open gate.
Bro, imagine a Sony FX3 with 32-bit float,
Blackmagic,
12-bit, or Blackmagic. It's 12-bit or 16.
It could be both.
Okay, and then
That's a monster of a camera.
At this size of the compactness of the camera, with even better autofocus, or I don't know.
Can it be better?
You kind of don't need. We came up with. I don't need 6K. I don't know if my laptop will handle it at all. And 7.5 stops of IBIS is good. I think it can also be added, but I don't need 24 megapixel sensor or 32. The stills even on FX3 is enough for me. I don't shoot a lot of photos, but I don't offer photography to my clients, but I think I kind of need sometimes, but it's enough for me.
I think at least a 24 megapixel sensor would be great.
Maybe, yeah.
But you would sacrifice low light performance. If you the more megapixels, the worse the
more noise.
Yeah.
So that's our predictions and our thoughts about the new cameras launch today. I hope you see this video today, as when the Sony ZR dropped the first bomb.
That's insane.
They already kind of released Komodo with the Nikon mount, but who needs that?
Those Nikon lenses.
Yeah, you kind of need a Nikon new lenses or new cinema lenses from Nikon. Or
Maddie did say at the end of his video that they're coming out with a a pretty good mount. So like a adapter, so that you don't have to. You can use certain lenses. But
I liked how Red collaborated with Canon for RF mount.
Mm-hmm.
At least you can like put a EF adapter. So when that's what my route was at first. So I would have EF lenses and a Canon camera, and then I would buy Blackmagic camera with the EF mount.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to invest in the other lenses
Mm-hmm.
in the second
Mm-hmm.
line of mounts.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my like one mount for lenses and 2 different cameras, for example. I don't want to invest in a different camera and also buy lenses for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes, most of the times, lenses are more expensive than the camera.
Yeah. Especially when you go down the cinema route.
Yeah. So yeah, the collab of Red with RF mount from Canon was good choice, and I don't understand why Blackmagic left like EF or they have like they switched mounts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So they have 4K camera has micro four thirds,
Mm-hmm.
and then
APS-C.
6K have EF mount, then 6K Pro also EF mount, and then 6K full frame L mount, whatever is that, like Lumix or what?
I think it's Lumix. Yeah.
And then I would love to see Blackmagic if they collabed with the Sony on the BRAW. I would love to see a Blackmagic camera with E mount.
Mm.
And Sony don't have much cinema lenses.
No.
I would love to see if Blackmagic collabs with the Sony and released a camera with E mount. A lot of Sony users would buy a Blackmagic camera immediately as a B or C cam. I will do it definitely. What are your thoughts?
I was almost sold. Almost.
Well, at the beginning of this video, yeah, I was like, I'm just invested in Sony. Why these cameras are so good? The new releases.
The image is insane. It's the best image you can get at that price, and I think, I think if you were considering a Blackmagic as a B cam to some cinema camera, or if you were considering the Blackmagic camera, basically, this is a good option to go with instead of the Blackmagic.
Yeah,
it's better than any Blackmagic camera at the moment.
It's better, yeah. Than it's full frame.
It's full frame. The raw capabilities are better. It just the colors are amazing.
It's better than I don't know from the all compact pocket cameras.
Yeah.
Pocket Blackmagic cameras the Nikon is a better choice.
Yeah, those are the ones I meant. So this is if you're going for that, then I would say the Nikon ZR is sick. I want it too, but I want the FX3 first.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah,
I kind of enjoy now working with the FX30. It doesn't have any issues at all.
Sure. Yeah.
Only my computer has, and I kind of miss full frame a little bit. But maybe I don't have much experience with it. Maybe I will not need it. Maybe when I switch back to full frame, I kind of see that too shallow depth of field sometimes is ruining my shots when I'm running gun shooting football.
Yes, but not having the option is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I guess you do want the low light capabilities without the super shallow depth of field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough for us. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Leave your comments of which camera would you choose, and that's it.
That's a wrap.
Bye. Mic drop.